Basically, we are offering appliances with African aesthetics, that abstracted from our traditional pot, which is the boiki, and how we have innovated it and made it flexible, yeah, and made and created a appliance that's of stature at a specific class and level. Yeah.
Now, who can use this type of product? Where would one put it? I've seen the design; it looks lovely.
Yeah.
Where does one put it?
Well, it's in the niche market. Yeah, it's in the niche market. Reason being is that creating the appliance as well is quite expensive. The tooling behind it, creating the different elements, because now this takes a whole different demographic. It's not like your conventional stores, which are four corners with a lot of machinery is actually designed to actually accommodate that. But now we are creating something that's totally out of the blue. So everything now takes a different turn. The part components have to be redesigned from the beginning. When you're speaking about the refrigerator, the gas tank, it has to take a circular motion. So it challenged the engineers a lot, like probably like 3 months thinking how we're going to do this, the hub, everything, the wiring from both stove and refrigerator. So it's quite a big challenge, but it's a progressive challenge. There is success, it's possible. My motive as a young entrepreneur is to strengthen the South African rand. And I can only do that by, strengthening the export market. So when I thought of this idea, I did not only look at it, okay, it's going to benefit me financially. Oh, wow, it's something different. But I also looked at how, it's going to benefit South Africa, because that's how we can grow the economy. And that's how most guys like myself and in the SME can have more opportunities. Probably there could be institutions that could fund prototyping, stuff like that. And I thought of, in a sense, but what, this traditional pot, we've used it to cook for several years. Why not take it to the next level? Because it is something that we cook with. Why not add technology, make it flexible, and give it a stature and class, and not just leave it there, where it's buried in your backyard, and but do something out of it, and something that I could challenge the world. Like, hey, this is us South Africans or African people. We're doing something, and the response I've been getting from people overseas is, I think they love it more than us. And what I've picked up is, because of the history behind it, that we've used it for to cook all our lives. They value that. Like, it becomes sentiment. Like, oh, you guys, they used to use it for cooking. Now it's a story.
Yeah.
So that's how they were sold. Whereby us, it's normal to us. Because of innovation, it's the crux of any economy, and and it moves paradigms as well. It gets things going, and it opens our minds to a new horizon. And if we don't innovate as young entrepreneurs, we are gonna face a lot of economic downfall, and as well as we won't move forward. So I think innovation, it's very essential in business, and I think most people are afraid of going into the innovation route because they don't believe in themselves. Maybe they like ideas, or they're not interested. They just want to go in a route where it's proven to exist, like your logistics, your mining, because all the famous people that you hear are successful in those fields, and that's what's keeping us from being creative and avoiding the sector, because it's very much important. That's what the world is doing out there. We are buying their things because they're innovative. They keep on innovating. We're buying the next Samsung, the next iPhone, because of what the innovation process. So if we neglect that field, or that mindset that we need to innovate, Nigeria is going to take over, and probably other countries, and with my experience and with meeting people, I've realized the world is actually looking at South Africa as Africa. They see South Africa as Africa, and we're not living up to that expectation. And that's because we are really neglecting the innovative field, in South Africa, and we're investing in other things.